It is week 2 of Stitch Mania. So this is my May 8th project, Candy Corn of Mischief by Bent Creek. And this is how far I got. So I gave the details at the end of my week 1 video, but I'll go ahead and give those again. This comes as a kit with pearl cotton and a chunky linen, and I am using my own stuff. So I'm using the equivalent DMC, and I'm stitching on 28 count Monaco cloth that I dyed myself, and it's in this like charcoal gray. And I didn't notice before that I actually have a little bit of modeling on this fabric. It's a little darker over here and I have some light splotches. So I didn't really notice that before I cut it down for this project. So I started in the center and I have a little bit of one of the pumpkins. So that is it for today, and I will check in again with you tomorrow. It's about 2 in the morning on Wednesday the 10th, and I'm going to attempt to go to bed for the second time. I tried to go to bed early, or on the earlier side for me, since I've been battling this cold the last couple of days, and I thought it would be good to get some more rest, and I just could not fall asleep. So eventually I got up and I pulled together all of my update clips from week 1 of Stitch Mania, and I put together a week 1 review video and got that up on YouTube. And while I was waiting for it to process, I did a little stitching and watched a little TV, and now I'm ready to try to go to bed again. So this is what I stitched on for day 9. It's the purple sugar skull by Mill Hill. That's what it's going to look like when it's all stitched up. I'm probably going to leave the charms off of all of these. I'm not sure if I like the charms. And this is how far I got. So it's a decent amount of stitching. The pink one is in my purse, but I haven't actually stitched anything else on it. So this one I'll keep as like a backup purse project. Yeah. So I haven't drawn my project for tomorrow yet. I think I'll just do it in the morning because I really need to go to bed. So I will see you tomorrow. Bye. It's Wednesday, May 10th, and I'm still not feeling great. Last night, as you saw, I went to bed pretty late, having a hard time sleeping, and then when I went upstairs, I basically just coughed for about an hour, hour and a half, and then the baby woke up for the 3rd time. She, in general, sleeps through the night. I don't know what's going on with her, but she woke up 3 times last night, and I don't think I actually fell asleep until around 3:30 or 4 because of the baby waking up and all of my coughing. So I haven't really slept very much. We'll see how today goes. So far we've gone to swim class, and that's about it. The baby's taking a nap right now. My older daughter is playing with her dress-up princess, and I'm sitting down to have a tiny bit of coffee while it's still warm before making lunch. I did my draw for today's project, and I'm actually a mermaid from Cloud's Factory. And this is one that I had kitted up a while ago, but not all of the threads were there. So I do need to pull some because I think I might change my fabric choice. So originally I decided to stitch it on Picture This Plus Ariel. It's just a pretty mottled blue, and it could work for sky, which is Ariel, or for water, I thought. But last Friday I dyed some fabrics, and I dyed a fabric that I was intending to kind of look like sky, and it's really pretty, and I might use this one instead. And it's just a mottled blue with some white. It's really wrinkly, so it's hard to see the color. I need to iron it again. This was ironed, but it gets really wrinkly when you're scrunching it up to squeeze all the water out. So I might use this instead. I like the fact that it's brighter than the Ariel fabric is. You can see this is Ariel, this is the one that I dyed. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish pulling the threads for the project, and do a little floss toss and see how it looks. I'm just a little bit worried that these blues might not show up very well on this. I know I can change the colors, but I really like those two, so I'm going to see just how it looks and see if I should change out some threads or if I should go with my original fabric. If I do switch fabrics, I think I have an idea for what I'm going to use the aerial for, and it's a project that's in my Maynia possibilities that doesn't have a fabric attached to it, so it'll be really nice to have a fabric for that one so that I'm ready when it comes up. So I'm going to pull out those flosses, and then I'm also going to see if I can factor in petite treasure braid into this project. So I'll show you my floss toss. So I did the floss toss with the aerial fabric and with the fabric that I dyed, and you can see here how much brighter blue the one that I dyed is. And I was a little worried about this color right here, but it stands out really well. And one thing I did notice was that this color, 775, on aerial doesn't really stand out that much. So I have decided that the fabric that I dyed is the winner. So I'll check in later with some progress. It's a little after 1 and both girls are napping. So I'm gonna see if I can get a little stitching in on I'm Actually a Mermaid. And right now I'm gonna be watching a little FlossTube. It's Emily C. Hi Emily. Got a little coffee and I'm hoping I can get a little bit done before the baby wakes up because she is due to wake up any minute. So I literally just stopped recording saying that she was due to wake up any minute and I was hoping to get a couple stitches in, and she started crying. So I'm gonna go get her and see if she'll let me stitch a little bit. I can't believe it. She let me stitch. This is what I got done. It's probably been about an hour, maybe a little longer. And I'm getting ready to go pick up my son. I might stitch a little bit on a car project while we wait for him in the pickup line, and then I will get back to this later tonight. So my afternoon was a little crazy. Our dog has been having stomach issues, so I was dealing with that, and it was not fun. And dealing with things like that while you're sick is doubly not fun. I did do a little more stitching on I'm Actually a Mermaid, and I almost got done with the M. I still have a little bit of shadowing on the right side, and I did maybe 2/3 of the R, and this one was stitching up much faster than I thought it would. This is a lot more than I thought I would get done, so I'm happy with that. I'm gonna go to bed. This is earlier than I usually go to bed, but I don't know if you can hear in my voice, it's not great, and I'm gonna try to get more rest than usual to try to combat this cold. I was planning to make some needle minders, but I don't think I can stay up anymore. Friday at my son's school, they're having a Mother's Day tea, and I really want to be able to go, and I don't want to be sounding like this or be hacking and coughing the whole time. So I'm going to get some rest and try to feel better. I haven't drawn my project for tomorrow, so I'll do that in the morning. I'll check in then. Bye. So I was running errands this morning, and the first thing I got was I got my ring back from being cleaned and having the prongs checked and getting redipped. So shiny. So smooth. It's going to be all banged up probably later today. And I had to drive all the way out to the mall to go pick that up. And the only good thing about having to do that is that Joann's is down the street. So I got to stop in and get a few things. The first thing I got was this Kona Snow. It's just an off-white cotton fabric, and I need that for an embroidery project I'm going to be working on. And then I saw this cute fabric, and I thought that would make a really nice project bag for one of my patriotic patterns that I'm going to be stitching up soon. And some DMC, because you always got to get some DMC. This set, it's a bunch of stuff. Most of it is for the embroidery project I'm going to be doing on the white fabric. Some of it is for my New World series project, and then I have some scattered pieces or colors that are going to be used for some of my Maynia starts where I was missing some of the flosses when I went to go pull them once they came up. And the last two I have here are color variations. I have this one that's kind of like a turquoise and aqua, and another one that's kind of like an olive green and a lime green. And I'm planning to use those for the May and June designs for the year in chalk pieces. May has like a plant, and that's in green. I thought that would look nice. And June has whales, and I've been planning to change that to blue because it's charted for like a brown color, and I don't really like that. I have some hand-dyed blue floss that I did myself, but I saw this color and I thought it was really pretty, so I might use that. It is already 2 o'clock, and I have not picked my project for today. I'm going to go take some medicine to see if I can feel a little bit better, and then I will probably figure out what today's project is going to be. So next time I check in, I should be able to share that with you, and hopefully I'll also have some progress. Bye. Hey guys, it is Friday, May 12th, and I did not record last night to show you what I ended up stitching on. I didn't start stitching until around 10 o'clock, and I was really happy that Happily Ever After April block is what came up because it was really easy to get started stitching on this one. Instead of a totally brand new project, I already had this ready to throw in a Q-snap and start stitching. So none of this April stuff was done before. I stitched the pyramids and the basket for the hot air balloon and the face and hair. And this is going to be around the world in 80 days. This was a good one to come up last night too, especially with starting late, because I wanted to be able to see like decent progress on a project, and having bigger chunks of color like this made it so that I could get a lot done in a short amount of time. So today has been busy so far. I went to my son's school this morning for a Mother's Day tea, and it was so cute. The kids sang us songs and they made us gifts. So they made these really big, beautiful hats out of paper and like hot glue. The teacher helped with the hot glue. And those were waiting for us when we got there, and they drew us a portrait of ourselves and wrote things about us. And I'm pretty sure whoever typed it up made a typo, because it said that I was 53 years old, or I am 53 years old, but I'm actually 35. And my son knows that, so somebody probably just typed it up wrong. Really adorable to hear what they have to say about their moms. We have to do a little photo booth, and I will insert a picture of me and my son from the photo booth, and I'm wearing the hat in the picture too. So that was adorable. And what else? Oh, tonight I'm going out with the moms from our playgroup group for dinner and drinks. And I'm really excited because it's been a while since we've been able to do that. I probably won't start stitching until I get back from Mom's Night Out. I haven't drawn my picture or my project yet for today, but I'll do that when I get home, or maybe if I have time before I go, I might do it so that I have everything set up and ready to go. So I'll check in later and show you what I've been working on. Bye! Happy Saturday! It is May 13th and it's a little after 1. I went out last night with my friends. We did dinner and got some drinks, and I got home really late. So before I could actually start anything, I was too tired, and I think I fell asleep on the couch for about an hour before I finally went upstairs to bed. So this morning I started my day 12 project, which was one of these letter sleds. I am doing a bee sled for my parents, and here I've got the outside edge started in red and the beginnings of some holly. These are little holly berries. I'm going to be doing this design right here, but with a bee. I am using red, green, and white, but I'm using my own shades of those colors, and I'm doing it on silver perforated paper. For today, it is dark 13 stitching, and I forgot about that, and I actually just did a random draw, and I ended up getting a Halloween pattern, so I'm really happy about that. Today I will be stitching Ink Circles, a ghostly mandala, and you can see it's just ghosts. I'm going to be stitching it on 32 count, I think, yeah, 32 count pewter by Picture This Plus, and I'll be using black anchor floss. Today, my husband just took the kids out for a little while to go to the library and go to the park so that I could get some cleaning done. Our family is coming to visit tomorrow for Mother's Day, and I'm planning to do nothing other than some stitching at some point. My dad and my husband are figuring out all the food plans, and I'm hoping I'll be able to relax, but I need to actually clean a little bit. So I'm going to try to get that done while he has the kids out having fun today. The baby's napping, so she'll probably wake up soon. But for now, I'm just running around, cleaning things, and watching FlossTube. So I'm going to get back to that, and I will check in later. Bye. Good morning. It is Sunday, May 14th, and today is Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. I know you won't see this until after the fact, but still, I hope you enjoy your day. This is what I worked on yesterday. It is a ghostly mandala by Ink Circles. That's what it'll look like. They used a variegated floss with a, I think, plain background. I am using a hand-dyed fabric with a plain floss. So most of the modeling on this is toward the edges, so hopefully I can still get a little bit in the design. We'll see. This is 32 count Lugana in pewter from Picture This Plus, and I'm using black anchor floss, and I really like it so far. The coverage is really nice. I have not drawn a project for today. I'll do that later. We have family coming to visit. My parents and a couple of my sisters are going to be here. I think we're going to do lunch, and then people are going to head out around like 4 or 5. So if my husband takes care of dinner and everything, I might actually get extra stitching done today. I might not have to wait until the kids go to bed. So when I get a chance, I will figure out what my next project is, and I will check in later. Bye. It is the end of Sunday, May 14th, which is also Mother's Day. My Mother's Day was a lot of fun. My husband and my son picked out some beautiful flowers for me. My parents and 2 of my sisters came up to visit, and my parents and the sister that still lives with them, she's only 14, they got me a really beautiful necklace. I'll insert a picture of it here. And it was just a lot of fun. I got a really neat gift for my mother, and I'll put a picture of that here. And just overall, it was a really fun, relaxing day. We ordered in food, we watched a movie, and just hung out. It was really nice. So today, this is what I got done on my stitching. Today's project is Super Docious by Hillis Designs. And I am doing this version of it. There's also a longer, skinnier version. I'm swapping out some of the colors. I'm stitching on this pale aqua fabric that I dyed myself. It's just a 28 count Monaco. And the light blues are similar in color. So I'm swapping those out. I decided I would like to do this in pinks and purples because I'm doing it for my daughters. And I started there in the middle, so I have the eye completed. That would have been a light blue eye, is now a light purple eye. And I started on the G. And this is what I have so far. So instead of blue, or the 2 blues, I swapped in these 2 purples. And then for the pinks, it had 4 different pinks, but one of them was only used in like some details on flowers, and I didn't really see a big enough difference to warrant needing 4 different pinks. And when I was going through my master set, some of the ones that I needed are missing, so I switched up my colors a little bit. So these are the 3 that I am using. Oops, I dropped one. And they're similar in shade difference to the called for colors. And this 604, the lightest one, that's the one I'm going to be using for both letters and for some of the flowers. And then the greens and the gray backstitching, I am keeping the same. So there we are so far. Can't believe there's only one more day of Mania left. I was really tempted to keep going through the end of the month, especially since I have so many projects that I could work on. But I really need to start making some progress on projects that I've already started. Especially would like to finish the National Parks Birthday Club for my mom for her graduation. I only have about a week and a half left, so I really need to get back to that. So I'm going to have one more project in Mania this year. I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Happy Monday. It is May 15th, and today is my last day of Mania. I'm sad that it's going to be over, but I did decide to not continue through the end of the month, which is what I originally thought I would do because I have so many projects that I'd like to start, and I thought this would be perfect. But because I was spending so much time working on new starts, I haven't really been doing any work on my whips, and I really need to finish national parks for my mom for her graduation. It's coming up on, I think, the 27th, so I have about a week and a half, and I really want to get it done. So Mania is done for me after tonight. I showed you yesterday an art print that I gave my mom for Mother's Day, and I forgot to tell you where I got it from. So this is the artist's info. She has a website, katiedaisy.com, and she also has an Etsy shop, The Wheat Field. And I bought the art print from her Etsy shop. She has sales occasionally, and I've admired her work for a long time. I follow her on Instagram, and she had a sale, and I snatched up all of the prints that I had added to my wish list on Etsy. So I got the one for my mom, and I have one that will be for my sister for her graduation gift. I'm not going to show you because I'm not sure if she watches my videos. And then I have a third one that's for my kiddos, and I would show you that one, but it's behind the other one in the plastic wrap, and that would be kind of a pain to get to. But you can check out her shop and her webpage, and her work is gorgeous. Love her. So today is my last day of Mania, and I have not started stitching yet, but I got the kiddos up in bed, the two older ones. I have the baby here finishing up some food, and I'll get her to bed soon, and then I'll be able to get started. Oh wait, that's not true. I need to put together some needle minder orders, and then I'll get to stitching. But I did go ahead and figure out what my project is going to be, and random.org must know that I finally found my threads for beach day this morning while I was cleaning up, because that is today's pick. And here are the hand-dyed threads that are going to go into that. It does have a couple of DMC threads that I need to pull. So I'm going to get to work on this as soon as everything else gets done, and I will check in later and you'll get to see what I've worked on. Bye. Good morning. It is Tuesday, May 16th, and my Mania is done. I really wish I could go through the end of the month, but I have so many other projects I need to finish, including a gift for my mom. So I can't dedicate more days to starts. Although, technically, I am starting a new project today, but it's going to be an embroidery project. It's that Out in Nature stitching club from Molly Johansson of Wild Olive. And so that'll be a new start today. And then the 17th, I might have a new start for Mania's Year of Starts. So technically my starts aren't over, but they are definitely not going to be Mania-esque. So this is what I worked on. Normally I start in the center, but with this particular project, all of the stuff there in the center is hand-dyed variegated threads, and the way that the pattern is set up, I wouldn't want to start right in the center because I want the colors to kind of flow. So I did decide to start in a corner, and for me, I stitch from right to left bottom to top. So I started in the bottom right corner, which I know is kind of flipped from what a lot of people do. And this is how far I got. I'm stitching this on 32 count Lugana in Fog from Picture This Plus, and it's kind of, when I was looking, I think they described it as gray. I might be totally wrong and I don't remember, but it's kind of like a yellowy brown mottled, I don't know. So I got that bottom part done. Sorry, the light's not very great in here. Plus I was stitching like in the well. So I got that whole bottom bar done, and I started on the white. I was worried that the white wouldn't really stand out very well against this fabric, and it does kind of fade into the background, but I'm going to see how it looks as I stitch more. My fabric, I feel like, is similar to what they used, maybe a little lighter, so we'll see how it looks. Yeah. So that's it. I have worked on at least one of my Maynia starts as a purse project, so I've gotten a lot of progress on that, and I'll show that when I do my regular update video, probably at the end of May. But yeah, so that's it for now. I am going to keep working on projects, and I'll see you again when I do my regular May update. I hope you enjoyed Maynia if you did it. If you didn't do Maynia, hopefully you live vicariously through others who were doing Maynia. If you're still doing Maynia, awesome. Keep going. I am watching all of your videos and enjoying seeing what everybody's working on and checking projects out on Instagram and in the Facebook groups, and I'm just loving it all. And I have already added more projects to my wish list, so the Maynia will continue. All right, until next time, happy stitching! Good morning, Ricky. Up close and personal.